welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a how I edit my Instagram pictures video. So I get a decent amount of questions and DMs on this topic, so I decided just to sit down and film a video on it. Basically, I'm gonna be explaining the whole process, how I take photos, how I edit them, what apps I like, what filters I like, etc. So yeah, that's pretty much it. If you're not following me already, it's just Magnolia X33. You can follow me there if you want to, as well as my other social media. I'll post them like somewhere in this video. So before I start, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe down below. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Let's just get started. Okay, so I just pulled up my own Instagram, and right off the bat you could tell I have no type of aesthetic or theme that people say. For me, I feel like it's too hard to stick with a certain color scheme, so I just don't do it. Okay, so starting off with how I take photos, all my pictures are shot on my iPhone. This is not even the newest one at all. I've had this one for like 2 or 3 years. It's like the 7, I think. I personally think the quality is fine. I'm content with it. And then my key to getting a good photo is just taking like a million freaking pictures. I am so annoying about this. Like, my friends, my family literally hate me because I make them take like 2,000 pictures of me and then I'll only upload one. But for me, that really is the key to getting a good picture. The number one thing is definitely to use natural lighting. The sun is your best friend with pictures. Personally, I think artificial lighting could never compare to natural lighting, so definitely work with the sun. So if you're outside and somebody's taking a picture of you, have them face away from the sun so that the sun is directly shining on you and not the other way around. And then the second thing I was talking about was angles. Switch up your poses. Don't just stand there. For me, I love the look of like kind of candid pictures. Like when you're taking pictures, move around. Don't just stand in one position. Like if you're standing like this, your pictures are all gonna look the same, and if you don't like how you look, then you're basically like screwed. When you're taking pictures and you're looking through your camera roll, you do not need to get a perfect picture. That's pretty much impossible. All you need is a picture with potential, a picture that you could put work into. I feel like I sound so dramatic. I know it's not that deep. I sound like I'm going to fucking war, but yeah, now on to the exciting stuff, editing. Okay, so there are 4 editing apps that I swear by. Number 1, Visco, basic as fuck, everybody knows it. Number 2, Photo Wonder. This I don't use as much anymore. It's super old. I don't even know if it's like on the app store. I have no idea. I literally downloaded this like 10 years ago. I don't use this one as much, but it has like 1 or 2 features that I like on it. Next is Airbrush, which is also very, very basic, but this is like the best editing app in my opinion. And then lastly, I use Adobe Photoshop Fix. This one's the most intermediate out of all of them. I feel like it's kind of intimidating at first. I think I had it on my phone for like a year before I even knew how to use it. It has like 1 or 2 really cool features on it that I'm going to be showing. And then I also use Snug. This is an editing app. It's just to see how a picture will look in your feed, which I don't even know why I have that because my feed sucks. But okay, now I'm going to show you guys an example of how I would edit a photo. So for this example, I'm going to be using this picture, which I uploaded for my Princess Polly ad. So this is the before and then this is the after. I'm going to show you guys how I did that. For me, the first step in editing a photo is always going on Visco and finding a filter. So like I said, I bought Visco X and it's literally my favorite thing in the world. It gives you access to all the filter packages. So the one that I most commonly use is the C pack. So these are my favorite. They make you look tan and they're really bright and colorful. It just makes everything look pretty. So personally, I love C6. I swear by it. So I'm gonna click that and I turned it about halfway, like around 6. Otherwise it's like too harsh and I look too dark, but C6 definitely a fan fave. And then I'll go to the other tools and I'll increase exposure a little bit, and then I'll also increase contrast. That's the biggest thing. If you increase exposure, make sure you increase contrast, and that just makes it pop. Next, I'll go to saturation and turn it up a little bit. I have a bad habit of using too much saturation and then I look orange. So just be mindful of that. So for this, I'll literally just add like 0.3. And then Visco's also where I get my grain filter for this picture. I don't want to use grain because I like how my skin looks. So it just depends. Sometimes I use grain, sometimes I don't. And I save that to my camera roll once I'm happy with it and move on to the next app. Airbrush has the skin tone feature. This is the feature that I use to catfish everyone into thinking I'm tan when I'm literally not. So yeah, you can make yourself look tanner. I'm not doing it in this photo just because I'm already dark in this photo, so it doesn't make sense. My favorite feature on Airbrush is the whiten tool. This is like the teeth whitening tool, but I basically use it for the backgrounds of my pictures. So I just make the size bigger and then I whiten the backgrounds. This literally turns your picture from 0 to 100. I don't know if you can tell, but I just fixed my makeup a little bit because my mascara was like literally running down my face. Airbrush is also good for tweaking like your face or body. I really try not to do this just because I can notice it so easily in other people's pictures. Like even when it's like natural or well hidden, I feel like I could literally tell from a mile away. But something that I do is make my eyes a little bit bigger and make my nose smaller. So you can probably tell in my pictures, like I'm not even hiding it, like I literally do that. Other than that, if I don't like the way like my face or body looks, I just probably won't upload the picture. Next, I'll go on Adobe Photoshop Fix, and this is how people always ask me, how do you get things out of the background? This is Adobe Photoshop Fix. I've edited whole ass people out of backgrounds. That picture of me by the pool, the one with me wearing the Alabama hat, that pool was full of people that I just took out of there. I just feel like it makes the picture a lot more pleasing when there's not people in the background. In this picture that I'm editing here, I don't like the piping in the background. So what I'll do is, I'm going to teach you guys a trick. So you click on healing and then you click clone stamp. Make the size as big as it can go. I'll take like a little bit of the wall that I want to clone and then I'll just draw over it with the circle. So I just do light like tapping motions. Don't drag, just do like light motions, and then I do restore where it hits me. I like don't know how to explain it, but like you guys see what I'm doing. So basically you can copy and paste other aspects of the background into the parts that you want to cover up. Let's say like your bra strap is showing, like you can copy and paste a part of your arm onto where the bra strap is and it'll blend in, if that makes sense. I'm so happy I found this app because I go in. I did it a lot more sloppily right now than I would if I was actually posting it on Instagram. Last but not least, I'll go on Photo Wonder, and the only feature I use on there is called Fair Skin, and it basically just like perfects your photo a little bit. Be careful with this because it kind of like airbrushes your photo a little bit, so you literally want to put it on like the smallest setting, like just like a teeny bit. It probably like doesn't even make a difference, but I just think it makes your picture like a little bit prettier. Okay, so that completes my editing process. Last but not least, I'll go onto Instagram and think of a caption. I'm literally the worst human at captions ever. Like some people are so funny. I'm so unfunny. It like hurts. I'm just not a funny person and I can't think of things like that. So my captions are really dumb, but whatever. Okay, so that brings me to the end of my video. Thank you guys so much. I hope you learned something. Make sure to leave me a thumbs up, subscribe down below, comment down below. I love responding to everyone. And yeah, so yeah, thank you again for watching. I'll talk to you in my next video. Peace, comment, rate, subscribe. Bye!